You can go to Google and start there and go eco podcasts, sustainability podcasts, environmentally friendly podcasts, basketball podcasts. Let's say Joe Sneaker makes earth-friendly sneakers, running podcasts, whatever. And then you're going to find more podcasts than you know what to do with.
I'll even take that a step further to what you'd mentioned earlier with ChatGPT. I think a lot of people have a problem with drawing parallels between similar topics that are the same thing. You ask ChatGPT, be like, what would it be another word for an environmentalist podcast? And it'll give you a bunch of ideas to then go Google again. Or, sustainability podcast. What are other ways people would be talking about this? And then you got a bunch more ideas to go Google.
Love it. Genius, Chase. Such a good idea. And you could even say, hey, I'm Joe Sneaker. Here's my audience. You could, in your prompt, explain who you are, what you do. Help me figure out what podcast to speak on and go crazy. Or something, right? Like,
we're going to circle back to this to step 2 because there's an awesome thing to do there too.
When you find a good target podcast, so a little of the grunt work can start to be mind numbing unless you loved research. Then you're like, oh my God, I'm in my dream space. But if you find it mind numbing, once you find podcasts that you want to speak on, is you hack their speaker list. So I will go to Honest E-commerce and go, let's look at all the speakers that Chase has had on here, all the interviews, right? I'm going to hack that list. High percentage chance that 70% of those people have a platform that they speak on that they would love a guest such as myself, right? So whether they're podcasting, YouTubing, blogging, maybe they're even just an influencer on social media that has an audience that we could do a joint something or something. Does that make sense? So I just hack the list. And then once you find those target-rich podcasts, there are literally endless podcasts to speak on.
I think finding those podcasts, here's like a golden nugget for all the listeners out there. I do a lot of this. I'm a guest on a lot of podcasts. And I think one of my favorite avenues to find new podcasts, because I'm very familiar with all the ones kind of in my ecosystem, is listennotes.com. Now, this is a paid tool. We were talking about not having a budget before, but I feel like it is very affordable and gets you there a lot faster.
Absolutely.